Hello, you glorious Queenager. I hope that you can hear me. I am currently sitting in the most fantastic brewery called Coolhead. It's a glass house. It's shaped like a triangle, like a Toblerone actually, and it is just outside of Helsinki, Helsingfors in Swedish. So I am sitting here because we've just had lunch. I'm coming to you a little bit later because we've had busy time in the Queen Age world that I am embracing. We've just delivered the boxes that will be sent off down to Australia, and hubby and I are sick. You can probably hear from my voice. I didn't come to you at all. Didn't chat. Didn't land in your life at all last week because I was so sick. So we've just been going on and on this illness, and we've just had to just keep going, I guess. I'm not pushing myself too hard. We have cancelled everything, but this was fairly important. We needed to come here and we needed to deliver these boxes. And now they are in the hands of a very nice New Zealand man, actually. So that was pretty exciting. But something that I have been thinking about is the fact that we don't write letters much anymore. The reason I've been thinking about that is because I've been going through a lot of personal items and looking at through little bag folders and so on of things that I have collected over my life. And I have several friends, not so many, but several friends who we wrote so much to each other when we were younger, all through the 90s. And then somehow it got less and less cards and so on. But we wrote letters and we poured our heart out. And I know that there are letter collections of people, famous people from over hundreds of years, and how letter writing has really just become a bit of a lost art. And I was thinking I would really love to restart that. I have had a couple of people in my life who I've written to regularly, and one who I've never met, who lives in the States. We were writing to each other. We met through another group, and that was really nice, but it sort of dropped off, and I don't know why. But how does that work in our life? What do we do now instead? We're like scrolling and we're consuming rather than sitting down and reflecting and asking questions that may not be answered, because of course the letter situation is that one lands and maybe you reply to it and maybe you don't even remember what you wrote. Postage now, it's not so reliable. So yeah, how has that changed our lives? And emails just aren't the same really as written letters. So just leaving that little thought with you of is that something that you've thought about? Is it something that you want to start again? I have been an avid supporter of love letters, which there's a group who you can nominate somebody and you send a random person. You know a little bit of information about them, but they get sent. They have a different focus, a few different people every month. Over Christmas, they have another list. I'll drop the link. More love letters, it's called, and yeah, it's a beautiful way of communicating with someone. I haven't participated in the last year, but in previous years, I've sent letters to people who I don't know with little poems and little drawings and um, yeah. So letter and letter writing. What are your thoughts? How has it shown up in your life? Was it something that you used to do? And another question that I've been talking to my husband about is, what did we do before smartphones? I asked him that question, what did you do? Because he reads a lot and he's really curious and he looks up things and he's always looking at football things. And so I asked, what did we used to do? And I was trying to remember what that felt like before having a smartphone. And it was quite a long time ago. I think I got my first one in 2011. So we're talking a while ago now. And I have had a discussion with a few people, not a discussion, but just put it out there that maybe I'll go back to the little Nokia that you just send messages, very brief ones, or just telephone that doesn't have access to all these apps and everything. Going back a little bit. So anyway, wondering if you are thinking of that too. It's all getting a bit overwhelming in the app world. I think I might declutter in the sense that I'll delete a whole lot of apps that I'm not using and just streamline my phone more. And I've got time limits on them, which I can override, but it's just a good reminder of you've spent way too much time doing looking at nothing. So, yeah, letter writing, things that steal our time, getting back to the the way before. I don't think nostalgia is something, I'm not wearing rose colored glasses. I just really wanted to feel into not having a phone in my hand all the time, and what does it feel like, and living in a community. How did it feel like that we lived in this community without this technology? Saying that, I am coming to you, possibly landing in the app and possibly landing in your inbox. So I appreciate you. I am very grateful to be part of your life. Thank you for inviting me in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening and for supporting me. It means the world to me. So, as I sit here, full of a cold, sitting outside Helsinki in an amazing brewery, I wish you a most flucking, flourishing, and fabulous Friday. Luck, yeah, we made it through the week. I will be coming to your inbox again very soon. Make sure you check out my Lotus podcast episode with Alice Kuipers. It was beautiful. We've got another beautiful one coming up on Tuesday with Lenny Hello, a fellow Swede. So I shouldn't say fellow Swedes, fellow Swedish speaking. She's a Swedish. I'm Australian and have a Finnish passport. Anyway, I will leave you now. Ta-da!